Well, thank you very much. What an amazing entrance. Thank you so much. Okay, welcome to our innovation talk, myself and Tony and the team here from CX. Before I start, I just want a quick show of hands. Who was here last year, who saw the CX session last year? Just raise your hand. A few people. Okay, so I'd be very keen to get your feedback later on to see how we've moved forward, because I think that the main thing for me is that as we think about what we're doing here and what we're doing as CX as part of the Cisco machine, the number one imperative for our company has not changed. We must, at all costs, make our customers successful no matter what. Is that not right, Mighty? Always, always. The number one imperative of our company is to make sure that our customers are successful. Some of those customers are challenging and some of the projects are challenging, but we must come together to make sure. So what I'd like to do now is I'm going to start by showing you this incredible video of an incredible challenging project we've been working on with the most incredible team in the Middle East. Could you please roll the video on Expo 2020?
When the world converges in one place, the stakes are high. For 168 years, the World Expo has grown from Fair of the Future to the world's greatest show. But through all the advancements in spectacle, there's always connection. But when you're expecting 25 million visits and up to 250,000 users each day, all within a 6-month event, how do you ensure those connections can happen? By partnering with Cisco to create one of the most technologically advanced expos the world has ever seen. And with Cisco Customer Experience, the expert in making it all happen.
Without the expertise and dedication of Cisco and their customer experience organization, so much of the tech and innovation powering Expo 2020 Dubai couldn't have existed. It's a mega project that only a partner like Cisco could have provided. They have a system integration and partnering mentality at their core. And together, we have created a secure end-to-end digital network architecture, truly bringing the Expo 2020 Dubai theme of connecting minds, creating the future to life.
8,000 Wi-Fi access points, protection with security first, communication with Cisco Vision, and collaborative solutions fit for an office of the future. These connections are built to last. What is shared in Dubai will amplify around the world, and what begins in 2020 will last for a lifetime. What's a World Expo if it isn't shared with the world? Cisco Customer Experience.
So let me start by first of all congratulating the team that are here today who are working on Expo. Well done, everybody. It's an incredible project, an incredible customer, and an incredible set of challenges. Now, we see these challenges many times in the marketplace. We just don't normally see them as acute as here. 25 million people will visit Dubai in a 6-month window starting from October this year to experience what is being billed the world's greatest show. But when we started working with the team in Dubai and Mohammed, it was very, very clear that they had a couple of really big issues. Number one, they had an opening date of October 2020, non-negotiable, that they had to open. It was already booked. Secondly, complexity. They've built 191 buildings in the middle of the desert, 25 kilometers from the center of Dubai. And on that desert, they had to build everything, the foundations, the electricity, the power, the utilities. And not only that, but they had to make it the most technically advanced show on earth, because we saw what happened in Beijing 10 years earlier, in Italy 5 years earlier. Dubai, this was the flagship project for the country of Dubai, United Arab Emirates. The whole world is watching. And they picked Cisco to partner with them. And I'm really proud of what the team did there, but the complexity is off the charts. And we're not there yet. We still haven't opened yet. We've still got a lot of work, but I'm absolutely, really confident that Adeli and the wonderful team there have got it in hand. Well, the other problem we found there is the skills gap. So, we have about 250 people in our office in Dubai. Guess how many people who work for Cisco are actually natives of the United Arab Emirates, okay? The UAE. Anyone want to guess? 1, exactly. So we have to, so not only have we got the skills gap, but we've got to bring everybody into Dubai for these projects as well. And again, we've managed it successfully. And we see this a lot with many of our customers, and we see it a lot in the marketplace today. Because as we all know, it cannot be business as usual. That project was not business as usual. The projects that many of you are thinking about, it is not business as usual. There's an implicit assumption as you move to services and subscription and software and subscription that you will need to change and map your entire business process to the life cycle. Now, you'll hear this word life cycle a lot. We have life cycle of hardware, life cycle of software. We are now talking about the customer life cycle. So your life cycle, how you engage with the solutions that you're buying from Cisco and our wonderful partners, and how we can help you on that journey. And what I'm going to talk about today is I'm going to show you the future. I'm going to give you a glimpse into a window of where we're going. And the reason why we need to get the life cycle right first is it's really, really important we get the life cycle right first. And it's really hard, and we have to do it together, and we have to do it at scale. We have 600,000 customers, okay? That's a lot of customers, and we need to map every customer to this life cycle. Because if you don't have a life cycle, you're never going to get to value. So one of my colleagues in America, John Bundy, actually mapped the life cycle journey of an actual customer, and it's a top diagram there. And this is exactly how the engagement worked, because we didn't know where the customer was at that point in their journey. If you look below, we have this idea of a figure of 8, okay? And we call that the customer life cycle. This is not a Cisco slide, by the way. This is an industry slide. We didn't make it up. The industry used it. By understanding where you are on your particular journey, we can then engage with you and bring the right resources to bear with the right telemetry and data and insights to make sure that as we drive forward, we can have an incredibly seamless journey. So that's a little bit about the life cycle and why it's important. Now let's talk a little bit about the Cisco CX Success portfolio. And again, you'll see that we've renamed our portfolio from services to success, because our aim is to really help you be successful. So first of all, we've got our incredible support portfolio, which is just an amazing set of services with there. And what's new and what we're announcing at the show today, and I think we announced it a couple of months ago, is that we now have solution support. Where is Sanjeev? Sanjeev, you here? Okay, Sanjeev did a session about 2 hours ago across there where we talked for over 30 minutes about solution support. Solution support is incredibly important because for the first time ever, we're adding software and subscriptions into solution support, which means that if you want help from Cisco, you can have a single point of triage for all your issues, whether it's third party or Cisco. Solution support is absolutely vital for those customers that need that extra layer of support in this ever-increasing complex world. In the middle section there, when we focus on your perform and your transform, we are launching today our flagship service offering, which is business critical services, okay? So the best way to think about business critical services is as you as a customer embark on that digital transformation, and every customer will have a transformational journey. You'll all do it in your own way, no matter what sector, whatever industry, or whatever geography. Everyone is transforming. You will need some help and some skills to help to augment your teams. The business critical services are there to help you underpin your transformation. We've changed the way we take this to market. We now bring this in what we call personas. So we have a set of services for the architect. We have a set of services for DevOps. We have a set of services for SecOps. Stop looking at me. A set of services for NetOps and then administration. And what that means is that we can actually customize and package together the meaningful services. And they are what we call our base foundations. And there are 3 different packages you can take with Business Critical. And then, if you require extra help, and many people will, Cisco and our wonderful partners will step in and we'll provide either Scrum services or we can provide dedicated experts. So again, what's important about business critical services? It's new, it's focused, it's sold by and scaled with our partners, which it never has been before, which is an amazing thing. And then finally, we've listened to you as customers and you've told us you need help with some of the more areas of managed service. So as the show today, I'm really pleased to announce that we've got 3 brand new offers we're bringing to market. And these are only available through partners. You cannot buy them directly from Cisco. You must talk to your partners. The first one is our managed detection and response, which is a package solution around the Telos Threat Detection Agency. The second solution is a secure SD-WAN. And the third solution is our UCM Cloud. Now, many of you, I'm sure, will be interested to know a lot more about these solutions. If you go to the very back of the hall, we have our demo booths, and we're doing full demos on everything in the portfolio. So if you're interested in solution support, please go over there and see the solution support team. If you'd like to understand more about business critical services and how it may help you with your digital transformation, we have a stand there. And finally, all 3 of the brand new Operate offers are being demoed at the back there. So please, feel free, after you finish, don't go yet, wait, let me finish. But at the end of the presentation, make your way over there, and please learn more because we're here to help. Now, as we look at the future, we're going to simplify the way that we provide our support and services to our customers. And we're going to move to a brand new model. And so what I'm showing you now is very new, okay? So I will take a few minutes to explain it. We know that every one of our customers will need a different type of engagement with Cisco. We know that some customers have really good skills in their own teams, and maybe they only need a level 1 support. So they need some help from Cisco, but they really want to be guided. Then we know that other customers, though, probably need a little bit more help, so maybe they go for a level 2 support. And some customers need a lot of help because of the new complexity in our software products for level 3, and level 4 is a managed service. So in the future, as you engage with Cisco, we will basically bring you our new success tracks, and then you can decide with your partners what kind of engagement you want with Cisco, level 1, level 2, level 3, or level 4. Now, that's a great way of simplifying all those very complex solutions we have in the market, which will make it very easy for Richard's team to be incredibly successful. Exactly. But to augment this new portfolio, we also have this most incredible new customer experience solution, which is a set of portals that my good friend Tony has been building. And what we'd like to do for the remaining 15 minutes, which is exactly half of this presentation, is we would like to show you the exciting future that we're planning. And hopefully you can get as excited as I am by the time we finish this presentation. So Tony, what have you been doing this year?
Just a little bit. We've been working on what we're calling the Collaborative Intelligence Platform. This has been a lot of work by designers that are sitting here, a lot of engineers back at Cisco, really trying to think of how do we have that single entry point into our products. So what does CX provide? We are, from the time that you look at a manual or a brochure with Cisco, all the way through the usage of our platform, that is the customer experience. What we're driving is a digital experience, first of all. Second is tying all the telemetry together. So regardless of what product you're going to have with Cisco, we want to level that and put that in a single location. It's also use case driven. There's tying learning, and then there's a bunch of AI and ML.
Okay, so Tony, this is just a slide. Do you have a demo or a live version that we can show the audience today?
I think we should.
Would you like to see the live version? Come on, Tony!
Awesome. So when I joined Cisco, the first thing that, when Alistair and I spoke, I said, so great, I understand the life cycle, but where's the digital version? How does that help me and help our customers as we walk through this? So I want to orient you on the screen, and essentially what you're seeing here are 4 tiles in a carousel. This is modern web design. This is using everything that you're likely used to in your consumer world and your daily lives of using a product. What we've brought here is how do you take that digital lifecycle experience inside a portal? So for example, I just highlighted and hovered over, and now I can actually see where I'm at as a customer. So today, in the onboard stage, I'm at 11%. My goal is to get to 100%. In order to hit that 100%, I have a checklist. So it's simplifying the entire life cycle of what I'm doing as a customer. As I move along the life cycle to the various pit stops, you'll notice the content is actually changing on the right. It's all dynamic. And what I'm showing you here is just some of the features that we have today. So for example, I'm going to go back to onboard, because right now I'm at the network device onboarding step. Because right now I just purchased the DNA controller, and I'm just learning on how to roll it out. But I need a little bit of help. In order to do that, I can access my success community, which is based on other members within the Cisco ecosystem, whether they're partners or customers, that are in the same step of the life cycle. Here, I can actually go and engage an expert. So Cisco has these beautiful recordings on WebEx. I can actually attend a live session, so I can actually go and view what sessions are available. These are real Cisco experts. So you can Google these names, you can look them up on LinkedIn. They're Cisco employees who are delivering this content As you can see, they're doing this on a daily basis, and they're time zone friendly, depending on where we are. If you don't want to actually attend a live session, you can go ahead and click Watch Now, and it'll show you an actual video. These are experts that will walk you through what you're doing. So now that I'm educated on the life cycle, now I'm educated on DNAC, now I'm educated by communicating with others, you know what? I actually want a one-on-one session because now I'm personally ready. I want to go deploy this device. I want to go set it up within my network. So I'm going to go request a one-on-one. Guess what? Now we're actually going to help you and schedule it for you right then and there. What's your preferred time? Do you want yourself or do you want a team? Do you want a group? Do you want multiple sites? These are all things that, as you can see, it knows who I am, it knows all of my information, and then why am I interested? And then, do you want to bring your own environment, or would you like us to provide a Cisco lab environment? These are the sort of features that we're developing that, if you think about the date or the day of, which is the current state of, you're probably calling into Cisco multiple times to try to get this information. You're going to different websites. We've sat with our customers and found their favorite thing to do is Google this information. So now as I continue to go through, I can actually start seeing, okay, I'm ready to deploy, but let me look at all the devices within my network today. So I can see all the devices I own and which ones are covered by a support contract. So I'm going to go ahead and just click one of these devices. And this is sort of when we get the wow factor from other customers that we show this to. Not only does it show me what I own, it shows me what software is running, what's the operating system, and guess what? Where it's actually located. So the actual deployed location, not just where I bought it and where it's stored, but the physical location. Now from here, I can actually go and see something else that many of our customers have been asking us for. All of this content is readily available, but it's not easy to find. Now I can see in one location all of my P-certs, all of my bugs, and all of my security advisories, all related to the actual device. So I can see here I've got this critical issue, and I actually want to go and understand it more. And this is an area where I can now send this to a partner. If you're working with a partner or you're working with your own internal organization to solve this, right? And what we're doing is linking this data back to the actual appliance. So if I want to go fix it on the spot, let's say it's a critical bug and we need to update it, or this issue we have, we're going to have a launching point to the different devices and controllers themselves where you can actually solve this problem on the device right there and then, and it immediately disappear. The other piece of feedback we've heard from our customers is, this is a beautiful view, but guess what? I don't always want to take Cisco's recommendations. So just give me the ability to acknowledge it. So we're going to build the ability to have built-in collaboration where you'll be able to actually go and communicate with others via WebEx Teams throughout the entire experience. And not just with your own employees, but also with Cisco. So today I can see my Cisco team. Right now, my SPM is Roger. So I can reach out to Roger at any time if he's available and actually communicate directly with him for some help on the fly, on the spot. The other last two things before I hand it back over to Alistair is we have rapid problem resolution. This is an area where it's heavy AI and ML. We're aggregating all the attack cases from the last 35 years and actually providing some insight before you actually open a case with us. If you have to open a case, we will obviously store them here. And we're also integrating with your partners. So our partners, sometimes you have a partner as your level 1 support. All of the cases, not just ones open with Cisco, but even with your partners, will be visible within this tab. And then the last thing, and it's great because I'm using an actual Cisco lab environment, there's zero insights, mainly because I have no issues with my network. But this is an area where we will actually send you an SMS and say, guess what, we're predicting a crash. Based on the 600,000 customers that Alistair talked about, we have a treasure trove of data within Cisco. We're getting telemetry. We're scanning that for anomalies, and we're producing that in a single user interface to now predict RMAs and predict crashes. So this is just some of the early work that we're doing, and it's just going to continue to flow. We've just launched this with 5 customers, and we're going to continue to sell this and position this as our go-to tool for CX and Cisco going forward.
So, Tony, what happens if I want to search for something?
It's a great question. So here, I can actually go and search anything within the tool. One thing we've done is we've started to crawl similar to Google. We're essentially looking at data from all different sources. So if I want to search on a document. So if I start searching SJC and one of the devices, it's going to start showing me, and this is a live environment, so that's the only danger of doing a live demo, is essentially what we're doing is we will aggregate all of the data from all the different sources, whether it's externally to Cisco or internally to Cisco, whether it's previous attack cases that someone on your team has opened. So think of this as a search experience that's very similar to Google, where it's actually pulling data and indexing it, not just externally, but internally. A community post is a great example, Alistair. Someone posted something on the community recently, it's automatically available in the search, so you're not having to go link out to the community unless you want to ask a specific question.
Brilliant. So Tony, can you go back to the lifecycle tab? So Tony, what actually happens when I check that third box there? So I'm currently a customer. I've bought the IBM solution. My use case is network device onboarding, and I've gone through the first 3 checklists of things that I need to do. So tell me, what would happen if I complete this checklist now?
So one of the beautiful things about this is you can actually check some of them, but then the other ones you cannot check, because we're building in logic to say, you can't just say I've completed my DNA center installation. As you can tell, I'm not given the option to actually check that box because I actually haven't done it. So one of the things is the communication back and forth between our systems and the interface are real-time communication saying, you know what, I understand you want to check this box, but you actually have to complete a few more steps. And we'll walk you through those steps as you go and select through and actually want to understand. These are all the things I have to do in order for that box to be checked for me. And as I continue through the life cycle, as Alistair mentioned, or maybe let me pick a different use case, I can actually see different data and different components within the pit stop. So here you'll notice a different checklist, and I haven't completed any of these items or areas within that checklist. So again, just the powerful data that we have around all the successful best practices of customers who have successfully completed the implementation of these services and how we make our customers successful.
So customer success is not new. It's been around for about 12, maybe 13 years. But what is new is that this is driven on the life cycle with a use case, okay, which is really important because we can now pinpoint exactly where you are on your journey. We can pinpoint the help that you need from Cisco or our amazing partners, and we can then help you move to the next point of your journey. So we're taking all the telemetry and all the data from out of our wonderful products, and we're giving you a digital-first experience, which will put you with our partners in the driving seat. This is the future of customer success and customer experience. I'd just like to pause for 2 seconds and just thank Tony and his amazing team for all this amazing work. So thank you so much, Tony and team. So I want to go back one. So at the show, that's it. At the show this week, we've been obviously talking to a lot to the analysts and to the press and obviously to our customers. I think now we must be hitting around 500 or 600 demos that we've done on the stand of collaborative intelligence. How many requests? We've also got a second stand, which is to the right of our customer experience stand, where Pat and the team are actually taking feature requests from customers and partners. So as we show our customers and partners this portal, this amazing technology, if you think there's something missing that you'd like to see in there, if you'd like to visit our customer experience dev team, they are to the right of the main stand. They're actually doing a feature wall to understand exactly what you need. And before I came here today, I asked Pat, so what is it that people are asking for? And Pat told me, I've not got it, it's I thought my phone was there, mobile. So you're now telling us that one of the biggest requirements we've taken from this week of being here with our customers and partners is you want this on your mobile. So Pat, are we building a mobile version? Yes, Tony, thank you. Next week? No, joking. Yeah, so again, you know, this is real-time collaboration. This is real-time feedback. I would encourage everybody here, if you've not had a demo, because, you know, please go over to the booth. We've got 4 or 5 demo pods. There is a version for customers, and there is an incredible version for our partners as well, where partners can actually add their own accelerators and their own content to monetize it as well. So please, if you've not seen collaborative intelligence, don't leave Barcelona without seeing this, because this is the most exciting thing at this show this week. That's my opinion. So finally, with that, I'd like to thank all the team here today. I'd like to thank you for being here, and I hope you have a great time, and thank you so much from Cisco Live. Cheers.